What's up, guys? It's Russo, and I've got some NBA picks for you for Monday, January 20th. We've got 8 games on today's slate, and they're starting pretty early. Actually, they're starting in 15 minutes. So I went ahead and went for the later games, which I happen to like the value in those anyways, but I didn't want to be putting out plays that have like a 30-minute window for you guys to lock in. So I'm going with the Suns game and later, so that's about 3 p.m. and later, and I've got some in the very last game of the night as well. So if you're new to the channel, do me a favor and like the video. It's a great way to support me. I mean, it just puts me in front of a larger audience, and I know that I get it. It's like, let's get some sweeps and then we'll like the video. That's fair. But yeah, if you appreciate the time that I'm putting in and whatnot, just like the video. Very simple thing for you guys to do, and it helps me out a lot. So this is our plays from yesterday. Didn't pan out. Damian Lillard, 0.5 dust. We took him over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He started really slow. I was surprised he made it all the way to 34. Almost cashed it for us. Austin Reeves did not even come close. Had a terrible game. Took him over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He went for 19. The Clippers, look out. Like, they're playing really good ball right now. They won that game 116-102. And then the Kyle Kuzma assists cashed for us again. We're always going to take this. 2.5 assists. It's just always worth it to take a chance on Kuzma. But yeah, he got it done in a blowout, 123-100, and he still got the 3 assists in there. And then Nikola Vucevic, he fell short, 28 points, rebounds. We took him over 30.5. But I feel really good about the plays I have picked out for you guys today. Well, not for you guys. These are for me, but I'm going to share them with you to see if you guys can tail if you want. But we're going back to the well with Ryan Dunn, forward for my Phoenix Suns, rookie. He's been awesome. He's a starter now, and he's been playing great as a starter. We're going to go over 14 points and rebounds. And then Derrick White, we're going to take advantage of this. I know he hasn't been playing great, but he's going to bounce back at some point. He's coming off a good game. People have been frustrated with him, but it's still Derrick White. And if you're going to give me 20.5 PRA, I mean, earlier in the season, this was up well over 30, and he goes through a little bit of a funk, and we got this line all the way down at 20.5. So I love this play. I'm going to be shooting guard for the Boston Celtics, playing against Golden State tonight. We're going over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Onyeka Okongwu, this dude has just been an absolute wagon for us. I mean, a wagon might not be the right word, but every time we've taken it, he's cashed, and I like his 7.5 rebounds tonight. There's plenty of options that I'll show you of his that you could take, but I'm going to go 7.5 rebounds for more. And then Zubac, 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to take a little bit of everything for Zubac tonight in this beautiful matchup against Chicago. I always have some play that is attached to Chicago, whether it's on the Bulls or someone playing against the Bulls, but Clippers are absolutely on a heater right now, and now they've got this opportunity against Chicago, which I love for Zubac. So yeah, let's start breaking it down. All right, so Ryan Dunn. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how happy this makes me. This kid, it's like we drafted a good one. We got a good one. Suns have actually been pretty solid with drafting. We drafted Devin Booker, obviously. I mean, we totally dropped the ball picking Ayton over Luka or Trae Young. But besides that, Booker, we got him, with like the 13th or 14th pick. Ryan Dunn, this was a great pick. Mikal Bridges, we traded for him on draft night. But anyways, we're here to talk about Ryan Dunn, who's been killing it. He's cleared this points, rebounds in 8 out of his last 10 games. Matchup is a little bit tough. Obviously, we're playing Cleveland, but this is how much I believe in this kid. I'm not going to let it scare me. And so maybe I got cat hair all over the place over here. Maybe I come back with egg on my face and I look stupid for saying, like Ryan Dunn against the Cavs. But bro, I'm telling you, this kid is for real. And if we can get this 14, we're getting it 14 flat, but he's cleared 14.5 actually. 8 out of his last 10 games. tough matchup, 9th in points allowed, 2nd in assists allowed to small forwards. I still think this line's too low. This is a guy who should be sitting, in my opinion, 17.5, 18 is where the line should be. So that's what I'm going with, averaging 26.5 minutes per game over the last 10 games, shooting 52% from the field on 4.8 made buckets a game. And I told you guys he's getting better with the 3-pointers, and he is. I mean, he made 5 in that last game. I'm sorry, no, that's his actual field goal percentage. He made 2 in the last game. He's got 2 or more 3-pointers in 4 games straight. His last 4 games, or 3 out of his last 4. 39% from beyond the arc, but he's getting better every game. So I know that percentage is going to go up. 39 is nothing to be ashamed of, but 3.8 attempts, managing 1.5 made threes a game over the last 10 games. 3 fouls is what he's averaging, which is kind of shocking because he has been on this run here a little bit where he's gone for 4 fouls in 3 out of his last 5 games, but it's because he's a really good defender. So I'll cut him a little bit of slack. You do get in a little bit more foul trouble when you're constantly an assignment guy, like it'll be interesting to see who they put him on tonight. But yeah, he's an assignment guy. He gets up in their grill and he plays good defense, and you just draw more fouls when you do that. It's part of the way it works. But yeah, and then 10 rebound chances a game. So I feel great about this. 14, I think he should be able to get it done. Let's see. We got a little insight here from Outlier. Ryan Dunn has exceeded 13.5 points and rebounds. Okay, so he's gotten us at least that 14 in 6 of his last 7 games on the road. So he's playing good on the road. He's averaging 18.4 points and rebounds on the road, 86% hit rate, 6 out of his last 7 games. And these last 2 games, 8 rebounds, 11 rebounds, 12 points, 18 points. He's been killing it. So I love this play to get us started. Let's take a look at Daily Grind. And they don't like it. They've got it slightly favored to the under. Let's refresh. What's interesting about Daily Grind is sometimes they'll have something favored to go under, and then a little bit later it will go over because it's crunching numbers based off of what other odds makers are doing, and it's looking for value. So yeah, their decisions about these plays can actually change. It's an algorithm, it's AI. It's pretty dope, but they do like his 0.5 turnovers for more. If you want to take that instead, 53.26% odds to hit the over, -135. They don't like the PRA. They didn't like it last time we took it. They don't like the points rebounds at 14. They didn't like it last time. They like his points to go over. They have a 50.13% odds to hit the over. So go with your gut. I'm going points rebounds. Dude has not let us down. He deserves our respect. I'm throwing him back in my lineup, and I'm not afraid of the Cavs. I should stop saying that. They're going to come out and stomp my Suns tonight. So Derrick White. All right. So, and what am I looking at? Okay, I got the PRA. I got this on 2024. Is this right? Do I have something special plugged in here? So okay, this is exactly what I was saying at the top of the show. People have been making a big fuss over Derrick White in this little slump. It's been like 5 games. He's going to bounce back. He just went for 31. But look at this. This is what I'm talking about. We're getting at 20.5. This is stupid low. Huge overreaction to a slump that he's been in over a 5-game stretch. He's got this soft matchup tonight. 24th in points allowed, 23rd in rebounds allowed, 18th in assists allowed. And he's cleared this 73% on the season by a lot. I mean, just look at all that green. Take a minute to soak that in. I mean, yeah. That's why I was telling you guys his lines should be up in the 30s. We were taking it at like in the 30s early into the season, and he was just cashing it for us. Look at this one back here. 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. That was against Atlanta. They lost that game by 1. I know that's earlier part of the season, and when you zoom in a little bit, this is what people are shying away from. Yeah, it doesn't look good, but he just played Atlanta again, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. If we take a look here at the head-to-head against Golden State, he's never not done this because they don't usually give us this line this low. He went for 40, His first head-to-head matchup, that was back in 2023. And then same year, later in the season, went for 25. And then November 6th of 2024, this season, he went for 35. Now, this is a little deceiving because there was no Porzingis. So Porzingis has been a part of this slump that not only Derrick White has seen, but a lot of the starters for Boston. It's like they're adjusting to getting this guy back into his full rotation. And so, yeah, if you take out, let's take out Porzingis because we know he's playing tonight. But if we take Porzingis out, oh wait, yeah, so all three of those games were without Porzingis. That's my point. If we put him in, he's got no games that he's played against the Warriors with Porzingis. But again, I'm just feeling really good about him getting back in rhythm here. This line is just too low. It just is. So yeah, lately he's been shooting 29%. That's coming off of a game where he probably did okay. He shot 35%. Just give the man an opportunity to get back in rhythm here. He had 20 attempts last game against Atlanta, and that was in overtime. So he had probably extended minutes. Yeah, 43 minutes. He's going to bounce back, guys. I promise you. And we want to catch it early. So that's why he's in my lineup, because 20.5 is stupid low for Derrick White, in my opinion. So yeah, 1.6 fouls, playing a clean game, good defender, which is kind of surprising that he keeps it so low when he's such a solid defender. But 8.8 rebound chances a game, 5.2 potential assists, and that's over this 5-game stretch. Just for fun, let's take a look at the 2024 season and look at what his numbers are more like. So similar minutes, 33.9, 2 fouls. That's wild with that kind of defense and averaging 2 fouls on the season. On the season, 44% from the field, 37% from beyond the arc, averaging 3.3 made threes a game, and 8.7 rebound chances, 7.8 potential assists. But we know he's had great matchups against the Warriors in the past, and I know Porzingis wasn't a part of that, but still, I think he can get 21 PRA tonight, guys. Let's take a look at the injury report, because Steph Curry, game time decision, he is actually said he plans to play. Draymond Green is out, Jonathan Kuminga is out, and Brandon Pajemski is out. So Kyle Anderson out too, which actually I think makes a pretty big difference. He's a really solid role player, But Celtics fully healthy. Looks like just this dude Drew Peterson is out. But yeah, Steph plans to play, and I'm guessing either Derrick White or Drew Holiday will be on Steph. So probably going to get solid minutes. Let's look at what his minutes just stay consistent, but I still think, like, if we take a look here, even this game where he didn't play that many minutes, he played 19 minutes in one of these matchups and he still cleared it. He went for 25 PRA. He shot 83% from the field, 5 made buckets. Yeah, he still found a way to get it done. He made 4 threes in that game. Look at these 3-point matchups here. So every time he's matched up, he's had at least 4 threes. He went 7 threes, 4 threes, 7 threes. So lock it in. I'm taking it. Let's take a look here. Daily grind. I thought I had you locked in already. Let's throw in Derrick White on the optimizer. Oh, there. Shocker. They love his PRA to go over. They have it at a 53.37% odds to hit the over. Top play on the board. Minus 134. We got one bump, couple bumps. FanDuel, DraftKings, they know what's up. They're giving it to their players at 21.5 because they think 20.5 is just way too low. So do I. This is a good one, guys. I'm locking it in. All right, let's move it on. Onyeka Okongwu. So yeah, the dude has been balling lately, but we're just going to go for the rebounds because that's the most consistent, and the line is low at 7.5 for someone who has just been dominant with rebounding lately. He's cleared it 4 out of his last 5 games. I mean, in some of these, that was against my Suns. He went for 21. That's when he popped off on my radar. I was watching that game and I'm like, good Lord, I'm going to see if he does it again. Plays Chicago, goes for 13. Boston, 13. The dude's in rhythm. They're figuring something out. And Shocker, his minutes have been more consistent since he's been really absolutely nuts off the glass. Now, this is against the Knicks, so, you know, tough. Second in rebounds allowed, overall first in rebounds allowed. But we do have a couple of potential injuries. Josh Hart, game time decision. Karl Anthony Towns, game time decision. Take it for what it's worth, but over here on RotoWire, they give you a little indicator. This is a pretty cool tool. You know, this is a free, you just search starting lineups, RotoWire, and you can pull these up. I look at these a lot, but they'll give you this little color here. So, you know, game time decision, Trae Young, but they have Green, likely to play, Jalen Johnson, likely to play. And then we got Josh Hart, toss up, Karl Anthony Towns, toss up. So there's not enough information that has come out suggesting one way or the other. So go with your gut. I think he can still get 8, even if their two best rebounders are in the game. But if they're out, he's absolutely going to crush this. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. All right. So last time he played them, he went for 11 rebounds. And let's just... I don't like making my videos so long, but I want to get you guys the best information. So let's just say... Let's see if Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart were available in this game. No, they were not. So he doesn't have a game where he played them when they weren't in. So yeah, he went for 11 last time. Dude's absolutely in rhythm. Don't have to go too in depth here. Does Outlier have a note for me? Yeah, let's take a look at this note. I love Outlier. All right, so he's exceeded 7.5 rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games on the road, averaging 9.8. So he's been playing better on the road. Yeah, so 5 out of his last 6 on the road. And we're feeling good about it. We can give you guys just a little bit more info before we move on. Averaging 26.3 minutes, 1.6 fouls, not getting in foul trouble, 18.2 rebound chances a game. Beautiful. This dude is absolutely emerging. And honestly, with Capella, I like Capella. I'm a fan of Capella, but he is a little bit slower. And Onyeka can play that fastball with them and really... I mean, the dude's just been great, doing a little bit of everything, but the rebounding is what's really stuck out. So feeling good about it. I'm going to be taking it for more. Let's take a look here. I can't believe the optimizer is reset here. I had these all set up, but it only takes a second. Okay. So they like his points assists over. They like his points rebounds and assists over. I mean, you could take that 19.5. I like the rebounds at 7.5. They don't, so go with your gut. They're saying based off the odds, the best value is in the points assists, the PRA, which, yeah, maybe I'll throw that in a slip too. That is, you know, reasonably juiced, 51.68% odds to hit the over, -127. Everybody that has it 19.5 has it juiced to go over. Well, just about everybody. Underdog likes it. BetMGM -125, Caesars -129. And the rebounds, they don't think it's as good of a bargain. 7.5, they have it at a 50.1% odds to hit the under. So it's a toss-up. But yeah, in mixed emotions, different platforms like it to go over, different platforms like it to go under. Man, I don't know. I have to admit, this PRA looks really good too. Let's look a little bit closer here at the PRA because he's been in the flames with everything. Yeah, I mean, just against Boston, he went for 19 points. That's almost cashing that alone, you know, just on points alone. So, man, this is tough. Let's look at the head-to-head. Yeah, see, last time he matched up against them, he only went for 12 points. He still went for 11 rebounds, which would have cashed you either way. I think both of these are cash. I just do. I'm not concerned about him not getting at least 8 rebounds, especially if and Cat is dealing with something like with this thumb. I don't know what's going on with Hart, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I like both of them. I locked in the rebounds, so you can take whichever one you like. I don't want to spend any more time on that one. All right, Zubac. I love this play, and I feel like it's just one of those that I had to really, I was looking for some value on the Clippers because the Clippers are playing great right now. There's no Kawhi tonight. And we've got a situation here where we're playing Chicago. You know how I love the Chicago matchups. And yeah, I ended up landing on Zubac being the guy from the Clippers that I wanted to go with. I thought Norman Powell looks good too. Maybe Norman Powell's PRA. But this matchup is just money for Zubac. If we take a look here, he's cleared this 51% on the 2024 season, and the matchup is so juicy. 28th in points allowed, 21st in rebounds allowed, 19th in assists allowed. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is it Mark Williams, the center for Charlotte? Didn't he just go for 19 rebounds against Chicago, I believe, in their last game? Let's take a look at the injury report. Lonzo Ball game time decision. Javon Carter game time decision. Not really anything. Well, we got Kobe White game time decision. Let's take a look. Dealing with a sore ankle. He was held out the last 4 minutes of that last game. So, game time decision there. Let's take a look here on RotoWire real quick. Okay, they're calling it a true toss-up. So, it doesn't really, I was just curious about that. But Kawhi is for sure out. And so, yeah, we know we like the matchup. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. Okay, so he hasn't gotten it done in both head-to-heads, but this is from last year. Zubac has taken a step forward for sure. 2 out of his last 4. Gosh, that last game against the Lakers. 21 points, 19 rebounds. Let's take a look at the note from Outlier. I think this is what sold me on it. Yep, look how beautiful that is. So Zubac has exceeded 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 6 of his last 7 games at home, averaging 35.4 points, rebounds, and assists. So he should be able to clear this for us. He's got a soft matchup against Chicago. And I think that's what kind of took me off of Norman Powell when I was looking at that play earlier, is some of these guys for the Clippers have not played as well at home. And Zubac is one of the guys who actually has, if I'm not mistaken, let's take a look at the whole 2024 season at home. So a little bit better than his 2024 full average. He's at 52% instead of 51%. But look at these more recent games. That's what we love. That's what Outliers putting on our radar there is 6 out of his last 7. So yeah, I'm going with it. And these have been monstrous games. I mean, you got 18 rebounds, 20 rebounds, 9 rebounds, 19 rebounds. So 3 out of his last 4 games, he's had at least 18 rebounds and at least 18 points. Now he's got a soft matchup against Chicago. We love it. So let's take a look at what he's been doing in these home games. 31.4 minutes per game, 1.9 fouls, keeping it clean, 22.7 rebound chances, 4.8 potential assists, and 70%, 11.6 attempts, 8.1 buckets a game. And yeah, the reason I just going for the full PRA is because he actually has had a couple games. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that the bump down, if we take the assists out of the equation, is not enough of a discount. Sorry, let me see here. It's not enough of a discount. So yeah, it's 1 point bump, right? 28.5, and they're giving us this PRA at 29. No, 31. So it's a 3 point bump. Okay. I'm still liking it because it's soft matchup for assists, and he's had a couple games where he's gone for at least 4. Let's see. So he went 3, 4, 1, 4. So you could go points, rebounds if you prefer. I'm going to take the full PRA, and let me just throw him in here since these all reset on me. Sorry guys, didn't want to make this a long video. So they love his fantasy score. We'll go peek at that real quick, but 54.13% odds to hit the over. Let's see what's up with that. How those blocks and steals been looking. We'll go last 5. Okay, that's what they're seeing. Yeah, this is looking pretty solid actually. 4 and 4. That's 12 points because you get 3 points for every block and steal. Let's look at the matchup. Middle of the road, 15th in steals allowed, 16th in blocks allowed to centers. And I'm guessing he doesn't turn the ball over that much because he's not really like handling the ball. Yeah, I mean, not enough to yeah, I mean, like, so this is minus 1 point for every turnover for fantasy score. So, yeah, that would have been, drop that down to 10 points you netted off of his defensive upside on the fantasy score. And then 1 turnover here would have been, yeah, 11 points you netted. So yeah, maybe go fantasy score if you guys prefer. I already locked in the PRA, so I'm taking that, but man, Daily Grind loves the fantasy score for 38.5. But it does seem like they have that baked in a little bit, but man, you get 1.2 points for every rebound as well. So if he's getting like 19 rebounds, that little 0.2 is going to stack up pretty quick. And then, yeah, the defensive upside. So let's take off so minus 12 would be 20. Okay. 20. That's like getting if he gets you those 4 blocks and steals, that's like you're getting the PRA line at what, 26. Throw in the turnovers, you're getting it at like 28. Yeah, and we're taking 31. I get it. Okay, I get it. I still feel good with the PRA that I have locked in, so I'm not gonna. I mean, if you guys want to take the fantasy score, go for it, but I already locked in the PRA. They like his 2.5 assists to go over, so that makes me feel a little bit better about taking the full PRA instead of the points rebounds. Let's take a look here. Points rebounds, they have this favor to go over at a 52% on the money, minus 127. Points assists, they like to go over. All right, and they do like the PRA to go over still. 50.36% odds to hit the over, minus 119, but I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that fantasy score looks good. So if you guys prefer that, take that. Let's take a look at these over-unders. 227 over-under for this Clippers game. Clippers favored by 6.5. I hope Chicago keeps it competitive, but the Clippers have been playing really good. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets a little nasty. And then what else we got? So 224 over-under for the Warriors-Celtics game, playing in Golden State, and Boston favored by 10. So they're expecting to be a little bit closer than what you would think. 237 over-under for my Suns and the Cavs game, playing in Cleveland. Cleveland favored by just 8. We're getting a little bit more respect out in Phoenix. Nice. And then 236.5 over-under for this Hawks-Knicks game. Knicks favored by 6.5, playing in New York. So I usually, honestly, one thing I do that you guys could, just for a little extra info, I'll go on and look at these over-unders before I even start looking for players, because I'm going to be looking for, like, where's all the juice at? What's the high-scoring games? The Bulls are going to be in there. But I didn't even do that this time, and we still kind of found plays that are in games that you want to be a part of. 237, 224, not bad. And then 227, not bad. And then, 236.5. So anyways, guys, I've made this video long enough. That's what I'm rolling with. Once again, Ryan Dunn, over 14 points, rebounds. Derrick White, 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Onyeka Okongwu, 7.5 rebounds, which you could take the PRA if you prefer. And then Zubac, 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You could take the fantasy score if you prefer. That's why I like to just walk you guys through what Daily Grind's saying and not just tell you my plays are locks and they're all going to make you $1 million. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. I know my plays don't hit sometimes. Like, honestly, I'm working my way out of a slump, so I get it. Like, but I always want to be transparent with you guys, showing you what I'm getting into and giving you a little bit of statistics and data and whatnot. The data being Daily Grind. If you guys want to try this optimizer, just use code BACKDOOR at dgfantasy.com. All the information is down below. They're going to give you 25% off. And I love this tool. It really helps you make decisions. I mean, look at the fantasy score for Zubac. That wasn't on my radar. And this is saying, hey, by the way, 54% is what we're saying. So this is a really cool app. Use code BACKDOOR, get 25% off for as long as you want to make your first subscription, up to a year if you prefer. All that info is down below. And then you can see if I take Zubac out, it's just going to say all of NBA. Here's what we see. Here's what the data is saying. And it's just computing at an insanely fast level using AI to look at what every odds maker is putting out and what all the platforms are putting out, and then telling you, like, hey, this is what you're getting this line at. This is what everyone else is saying. or is giving it to us at. So we're getting a point discount here for Şengün, and they like it to go over. So that's what this tool does for you. So yeah, go give it a try. No pressure. I love it, but I think you guys will love it too. And it does more than just NBA. It's like they cover everything from esports to golf to like, and then all these different platforms, Underdog, Parlay Play, Better, Dabble, like all of them are up here. So yeah, go try it out. And then you guys know how much I love, Outlier. I just absolutely love this app. And you can try this one out for free. All you have to do is sign up through the Outlier link below. But you can really dive into the details with this, and they cover matchups, injury reports, insights about the players, which is probably my favorite is this insights. You click that and it just shows you, I love data. I love, statistics and stuff like that. So try it out for free. Sign up through the link below and they'll give you a week to check it out. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out for this long video. Do me a favor, like the video on your way out. Hit me in the comments if you guys have any questions, okay? I'm happy to do a little bit of research. I'll use my tools and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. But good luck, enjoy this awesome slate, and we'll catch you in the next one.